Rejoice. To feel or show great joy, even for a Christian? G'day everyone, Brian here. Christians may not be known as the most joyful people on earth, and that's not right. Christians should be joyful people. We have much to be joyful about. Sometimes we see the dark side of the world too dark, and so we are cast down, when we should see the light of the world so brightly that we can see beyond the darkness, that we can see beyond the valley of the shadow of death to the table that has been prepared for us in the presence of our enemies. That's from Psalm 23. In this section of Philippians chapter 4, Paul has asked two women to agree with each other in the Lord. And then he says this, "Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again. Rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near." Now these verses 4 and 5, are beautiful transition verses. They take what's happened before it, this appeal to these two women to be reconciled, and they also introduce what is going to come after it. More words of great comfort, joy, and hope. These are linking words. They stand on their own, but they have their greatest impact when we look at everything that's before us. Rejoice in the Lord always. I'll say it again, rejoice. Here we get the reminder that we as Christian people are to rejoice in all circumstances. Not all of them are joyful. And yet, because the Lord is near, we have a sense that we can rejoice in it all. Here's a situation in a church where there are two people who disagree with each other. Others are urged to help them to resolve it. And even in the midst of that disagreement, rejoice in the Lord always. I'll say it again, rejoice. But the other side of that, imagine the rejoicing that happens when we are reconciled. When two people within that body of faith are reconciled, the whole body, the whole church breathes a sigh of relief to recognize that and to embrace it, and they can rejoice always. So we rejoice, not just rejoicing, we rejoice in the Lord. We rejoice in the Lord. Here is the goal, here is the purpose, here is the base of our joy, the reason that we can rejoice. And so we need to have a high view of God to do that. Steve Lawson, again from his little book, says a high view of God produces overflowing joy. A low view of God yields little joy. Do you have a high view of God? Do you expect God to be truly able to conquer all and so that good will prevail even in a time like this? I do. I don't understand everything that's happening, but I want to be able to rejoice in the Lord always. I want my gentleness to be evident to all because the Lord is near. Take comfort in the Lord being near you today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.